here, a crew over here, decline, flat bench. Fun little close grip thickness. Get those guns. Fun day. Fun day today. We're going to be doing a lot of warm-ups and then one big set. That's all we're doing. We good? We good?
We good.
You guys got it?
I got it.
Great shape. Everybody's in great shape here, except me. So one big thing is the principle today is this is my third day of fasting. I'm going to see how strong I am at such a weak point, which I love. Man. Anytime you can test your mind in the weight with the weights is fun. So that is it. Well, you don't diet. You diet, obviously.
I would say so.
Jeez Louise. Everything is CGI here, so we've already photoshopped everything. Shake the hand without the thumb. Shake it. It's tough. So when you shake it, everything fires, right? I know you're doing triceps, but everything comes from grabbing that bar. You grab that bar, grab it. Grab a hold of that thing. You're bending the bar. So when you're cupping it, nothing's getting fired here. You're putting it in tricep, which is great. But again, we're doing it for longevity. So just a little note for you guys. I know you guys, if you're isolating and stuff like that, you should be able to isolate with a grip relative to just relaxing. In the long run, and I hope you guys all train for a lifetime, but in the long run, in 15 and 20 years, I don't want to hear about, I got wrist problems, elbow problems, because you're not firing that system. So don't let it cater right on you. Don't put the squat rack. If you guys really watch a professional squat, it's not sitting on his back. He's lifting that bar at the same time. The whole body's fired. Okay?
Now Mike is gonna do the reverse grip tricep. Focus on the grip. So on the grip, then you execute with your tricep.
Obviously the hands are in reverse position. Beautiful. Beautiful. Got it. Nice. Nice. More of the long head of the tricep. Nice, buddy. Nice. Save it, save it, save it. Putting ourselves in weak positions today. A lot of the stuff we're doing is weak positions, trying to strengthen it.
I think you can see exactly everything.
As you can see, the hamstrings are going right into the quadriceps. See, when they're that muscular, that's just legs. It's leg day. Nice. We're going to talk to him about his grooming as well after this. What, facial lotion? Does he get up early? You know, get prepped. Come on. Look at ours. Switch up to grip. reps.
When I was young, I used to do it like him.
So I love this aspect of it. You can normally go behind the head for tricep extensions. We're doing more of a collapse and a push. So it's different form. It's one exercise, we can do this 10 different ways.
We change the grip. Depends how you feel on the bar. But the most important is make sure your grip is very strong on the bar, and then you execute with your triceps. Mike is comfortable with this.
Makes sense.
And then
Perfect form. There it is, there it is.
Come on. 3. That's number 1. 4. Yep. 5. 6. 7. Last one. Save it. Get out of there. So if it's confusing to go, why just 8 when it was so easy? It's still just warming up right now. Again, we're just getting ready for one real set. So everything before that, you don't want to fatigue. You want to get to that real weight and get that one good set. All right. Come on, kid. That's awesome. Come on out, come on out. There you go. Oh. Come on. Call it.
Force it, sky, dude. Force it, force it.
Nice.
Mona's turn. She's gonna do a set. Mona's gonna do a set later on.
That's right.
Our formulator. Please get the formulator.
You're home and you're going, hey, I don't want to train with strong guys or weak guys. The rep range and the strength level between the 6 of us, especially Mona, she's stronger than all of us, is very vast. And so, in the range of motion we're doing and the different styles that we're doing, take it all into consideration. Everybody that's doing this right now is right. The way everybody's doing it is right. And the rep range is, again, for me, it's 1 to 100.
There it is. Like, come on, come on. Yep.
3, 4, here, get it.
So Corey did around 6 reps on the 45, the plate 45. Now he's a little bit less in the weight. Right? So because he wants to hit the muscle as much as possible in one set. After that, we're moving to the next exercise.
8, 9, 10, set it out of reach. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, here's 20, keep going, 21, 22, 23, keep going, you got 30, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
Here we go, a little power lifting flies.
You don't need a lot, like a heavy weight on this exercise. You just need to focus on the tempo and the form. Tempo is the time under tension, like how many seconds it's gonna take from here to here. Or we call it eccentric, concentric, the same.
One more flexibility in that shoulder. There you go. Now this is a completely odd position. I'm trying to put him in a weak position.
That's the weakest.
The elbows are healthy and the shoulder is healthy. What does that mean? We got to keep training. What you're going to find is in today's day and age, 25-year-olds and 30-year-olds start talking about how their elbows and their shoulders hurt. Range of motion, weak positions to strengthen it. The great thing about Corey is not just a physique and bodybuilder, but he's also a power lifter And powerlifting is form. But let me ask you this: you ever done a deadlift in a meet for that third attempt, and that form sucked, but you just wrenched through it and got it?
Well, that's the time when when it's right to hang it on the line. I call that leave the spine on the platform, but that's why you're there that day. So I actually suffered a pretty big injuries pulling 600 at 181 in a meet raw, and I had it to pass my knees, and that's the day where you're willing to risk it.
Yeah.
There's sometimes in the gym I'll cut reps early at that level just because I'm like, I'm not trying to hang it on that day, but that day when you walk up, that's what you're there to do.
Kind of get in the fight that day.
That's exactly what it is. You know what I mean? Some days you got to leave it for another day, but on that day, that's what you're there.
So he may have hurt himself that day, and regardless of who you are, it's a give and take. And when you're a pro athlete, no matter how well you train in proper form, when you're on the field, you are never in a proper position. You can talk to a running back, which very well. Athletes, we train with NFL or UFC fighters. They're never in proper form when they're in the mix.
That's the thing about doing, different powerliftings. We're doing different type of deadlifts from different positions. We're doing good mornings. We're doing things that put you sometimes in a compromised position because you're going to be in those under load because it's a max out because it's everything you got. So that's why we do all the hamstring work, all the lower back work, all the accessory stuff to bulletproof ourselves the best we can as 40 plus guys.
And that's the only reason we're still here, though.
Absolutely.
Because I know that new society with social media, everybody is form, so perfect, slow it down, do this and that. And they are creating this fragile physique.
Yeah, there's an element to it. You got to be able to pull through stuff. Like I don't feel bad that I got hurt that day. That's what I was there to do. But in the whole scheme of things, of injuries in my entire career, I've been competing for 20 years in powerlifting and bodybuilding both, and I've suffered very small amounts of injuries. So I can't complain.
So, hints to the story: put yourself in a weak position, strengthen that weak position, makes your stronger positions even that much better. Alex does that, but he does that on the dating circuit. Right? No response. We shut him down.
What can I do? I showed up today, Here. This is what we call time under tension. See, focus. Slowly up, push. Slowly down, up, push. That's called the tempo or the time under tension.
In powerlifting, they teach you to flare at the top. So in big lifts and meets, you come up, flare your elbows out. When you're doing things of this nature, you're putting yourself in that position like Mike talked about, so you can strain. When you're at the top of the meet, you're trying to lock it out. They say flare, 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 flare. It's taking your elbows out and moving like this to get through the lift. And when you do stuff like this nature, it helps you with those things whenever you're super tired at the end of these meets.
So anytime you're in a weak position, you're using lighter weight. Anytime that you're in a weak position. And then you start from a small weight and work up to that range of motion. Everything is timing. If you're in a proper position for power, you can use momentum. If you're in a weak position, you're going to want to slow it down tremendously to move through the exercise instead of using momentum. Powerlifters use momentum, speed, explosion. Bodybuilders go too slow, too light a weight. So it's a combination of both aspects of that. And it's like what Corey's doing today and what we're doing today is putting ourselves in weak positions. Back there we were in strong positions so we can go heavier, lighter. That's longevity, and that's working through it. The body, and here's the greatest thing in the world, the body adapts to the pressure it's put under. That means that we are actually creating superheroes, not an average person, somebody that can handle more weight. And that's longevity in the end of the day. 3, 4, 5. Mo, do a IG video. All right, we are doing cardio today. Corey's giving me 30 reps to 40 reps. Look at this. Nice, kid, nice. That's why you came up. Come on, man, come on. It's Sunday morning, we're getting it in. But the concept's so different. Come on, look at this. Sit up, Reach. Nobody should touch you today. Nobody touches you. It's your day. There you go. 40. Wow. Woo.
Send me pictures. Don't shoot this.
What was that? If I am correct, how many sets, real sets, did we do today for triceps?
Yeah, it's Oh, probably 3. Probably. Well, we did 1 to straight failure, which would be like that old Menser type stuff, right? So let's see. Decline, 225 out of 17. Reverse grip for 95. Skull crushers, 25. Then here for 40 with 30 pounds, so 3 sets.
Yeah. 3 sets. We're done with triceps. We did 3 sets and we're done with triceps. If that confuses you, good.
Yeah, that's perfect. It's confused our triceps too.
We did 3. He only did 1 set. Let's just be
I
honest.
did 2 sets.